Hello, Stacy here with Lyme AZ. This is my update video for week 44. I'm at 722 stings. I did miss a sting session, but this last week was really rough. I got very sick on Wednesday. On Monday, I had my physical therapist come over. I believe I mentioned that in my last update video. Gave me some exercises to do. I think Tuesday I think Saturday we ended up stinging my right knee. Or no, it was Sunday, that's right, because anyway, Sunday I stung my right knee. Physical therapist came over for the first time on Monday and showed me different exercises that I need to do, including sitting up. Tuesday, I didn't do my exercises like I was supposed to. Wednesday, I'm like, okay, all day yesterday, I didn't do my exercises. By the way, we did not sting Tuesday night. Life happened, and so it just didn't get done. But Wednesday, I was like, all right, I really got to do these exercises. I am just tired, and I don't want to do them, but I need to do them. So after being awake a few hours, I went ahead and sat up. Pretty quickly when I sat up, my stomach was kind of like, like, yeah, it doesn't really surprise me. It's been a while since I sat up. And I was supposed to do 20 leg lifts on each leg and do it 3 times. So do 3 repetitions. I did 20 leg lifts on each leg, promptly followed by me getting very sick. And I got violently ill. Like, it was bad for 8 hours. What we think happened was I think when we hit my knee with the bee venom on Sunday, that we probably killed off a lot of Lyme because it was a direct hit. And when I sat up and started moving my legs, it probably knocked loose that dead Lyme, and it started flowing through my body and just made me sick. That is the only thing we can think of that happened, because that should not have happened just from doing exercises. And I was feeling okay prior to that, so it was just as soon as I sat up, I'm like, my stomach's a little off. Wasn't repulsed by food prior to that or anything. And I sat up and just did those couple of leg exercises, and I'm like, I'm really not feeling well. And I laid down, and then I started doing a video for you guys saying how I wasn't feeling well. And I ended up doing 2 videos that day, because when I was saying, I'm not feeling very good, ended up being sick to my stomach. And then later, when I started tapering off, and I was like, yeah, I was sick. You can find those videos in the recovery playlist. So if you're interested, I would promise to put the link down below, but I probably am not going to do that today, because it's been kind of a rough day, and I'm probably going to barely get this video up. So, anyway, so we did do 2 other sting sessions for that week, for last week, and I did sting my other knee. So that's why I'm at 22 stings. So 722. Now we're getting more consistent with the bee stinging. That makes me happy. I do feel like I've kind of declined a little bit about my overall how I feel. Like I feel like my anxiety is up. And I feel like I'm tired more. The tiredness could be my iron. I haven't consistently been taking an iron supplement, and I probably should be. I know last time she checked me, I was pretty low, and I haven't been checked again since, and that was a couple months ago. So, I'm trying to be more mindful about taking it. I keep forgetting. I don't like taking that one at night because it messes with my stomach. So I really try to remember to take it during the day. Anyways, so yeah, this past week was a little rough because I was so sick and did not really do the exercises until I started doing it yesterday, and I'm starting out currently with just sitting up and maybe some leg lifts. I have 3 or 4 other exercises that I need to be doing when I'm sitting up, but I'm not ready to begin those yet. It's hard enough for me to sit up for 5 minutes without my stomach flopping and turning. And as soon as I start doing other exercises, it makes it far worse. So I ended up laying down a lot sooner. So I want to get my body used to me sitting up for at least just a couple minutes before I really try to do these exercises. I have other ones I should be doing in bed that I haven't done yet, just because I'm not remembering Lyme brain, So, what else? I know there was something else I was going to say. Guess I'll pause this. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, I am intending on starting to wear head coverings again, which I'm really excited about. Prior to having Lyme, I was wearing head coverings pretty regularly. While being in bed, trying to keep a scarf on your head is a little challenging. But I recently got a couple of tight fitting things to try to start being able to wear head scarves again, at least, or head coverings again, at least the sock style. I look a little cancer patient-like for the moment, but I just really want to have my head coverings again. And now I'm feeling better to at least get them on my head. The other thing is I realized day before yesterday, that it is not going to be long before I can start sewing again. I'm very excited about that. Sewing is a big stress reliever for me. And I have a project in mind that is just small pieces of fabric. So even with my hands being kind of jacked up, I should be able to do these smaller projects. And because they are small projects, I can cut out the fabric on my bed instead of having to worry about how to stretch it out on the floor or whatever. So we are going to start collecting materials to create a sewing, not a sewing room, because I'd be doing it from my bed, but all the sewing materials I need, scissors, needles, and thread, and start buying some of the materials that I'm thinking of and things like that. I can't go shopping for it, but my mom used to work at a fabric store many years ago and knows fabric well, so I'm going to start sending her and my husband over to a fabric store. Actually, the fabric store she used to work at, just in a different city, and have her start picking out some fabric for me for the project that I'm thinking of. So I'm excited about that because that's not too far away. That's pretty close within my reach of being able to do. As long as we can bring the sewing machine table to me, it shouldn't be a problem. So very excited about that. And hopefully in the near few videos, you'll start seeing me wearing head coverings more frequently too. I have one right now, which is kind of pretty. It's not really my style, but it is pretty. But it fits a little tight for my head. Oh, I'm looking at me messing with my hair. So, the next video that I upload, I probably won't do it until tomorrow because I am just kind of beat today. But I have a bald spot in the back of my head. Like, seriously. It reminds me of a baby that rubs its head against the mat. I just rubs a bald spot. I mean, it's pretty significant. Anyways, my husband took a video, and unfortunately my editing software doesn't work very well if my videos get too long, and this one's already almost 10 minutes long. But I will upload a video in the next day or so showing my bald spot on the back of my head. I am just like, are you kidding me? So I guess it's a good thing that I'm normally a head covering person anyway, because nobody is going to know the difference but me and my husband and anybody else who watches my channel. And so I guess I'm not really terribly upset about it because it it'll be easy to cover up. But had I not been somebody who wears head coverings, I would have been devastated. It's like this pretty big spot on the back of my head. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is a bald spot. My husband just mentioned it to me in passing last night. He's like, hey, you got a bald spot going on the back of my head. I'm like, what? I do? Took video. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a pretty significant bald spot. I'm a little amused at it, to be honest. I probably wouldn't be amused if I thought that I would have to go in public this way. But, anyways, so yep, there we have it. I have rubbed a bald spot into the back of my head. So, I think that's it. I think I may actually take a nap. I'm tired enough. So, I hope you had a wonderful weekend, and your coming week is awesome. And have a good day.